Alright, what's going on, guys? Random Comic here. I finally picked up Homefront at a midnight release, and honestly, I wasn't expecting that much action to be online, but because at my midnight release there's only like 10 people there at the most, and surprisingly you signed on and there's a little message, saying, oh, there's little difficulty, with the dedicated servers. I remember I listened to a podcast and everything should be alright. Maybe the crowd hopping on it is just a little bit more than they expected, and they just have to get dedicated servers turned on and get them running. So I don't know what your guys' experience has been, but it's been pretty easy to get into a game. But the one bug or thing that's bugging me right now is that it's kind of hard to get consistent games when people aren't in the same team. So what would happen is, like, the game says that it is reserved spots, so if I have a party of 4, it's going to reserve 4 spots. But the game doesn't seem really aware of what 4 spots it is. It doesn't really care. It just picks 4 spots and it'll put you in those 4 spots. So maybe it's 2 on this team, 2 on the other team. I don't know if it's hopefully they address this really relatively quick, because the whole reason why I'm playing this game is because I'm playing with friends. It's a social experience. Honestly, that's why I play games. Some people play it to be competitive, some people play it for the social aspect, some people play it to have fun. I consider myself a gamer, so I'm pretty much a combination of the 3. And playing this game is actually really fun. Me and my brother were just like, oh my god, we're not gonna like it. And I really got some promising, texts on my phone, because I have like Hutch tweets, and he was super stoked. So I was like, man, if Hutch, pure Call of Duty player, can get into this game, then obviously somebody like me who loves, EA games, Activision games, I should love this game. Never played any of the other THQ games like Fields of War, nothing like that. Watched a few videos and I was really skeptical, but all my skepticism is gone. I love this game, man. It's addicting, to me at least. Maybe if you guys just watch the gameplay, I don't know, some of the gameplay is relatively slow, and some people that you play are really reluctant to move at all. Because this game, there's so much cover, there's so many, vertical lines of sight that they've given you. It's kind of their own fault. They give you these high lines of sight, like there's a church tower, there's really high, this watchtowers, and it's really hard to get any type of line of sight to them that's like with an assault rifle or submachine gun. Like, there's a guy perched up on a sniper in the church tower. There's no way I'm getting that guy. Even if I get him hurt, he should be smart enough just to back out. And the only thing I've really found is to go up there and get him yourself. But like I'm saying, there's some people that are reluctant to move. You'll see sometimes people all clustered up together in one spot because they think it's a really good spot, and instead of all people using the spot, they use it as a base, basically. And I encountered one instant on the Xbox exclusive map, like Suburbs, which that map is really chaotic. Really got to play. It's for all the maps. Here's a good hint. If you're not playing ground control, you really can't avoid on ground control. You have to go through the middle of the map. But if you're playing a TDM, please do not run into the middle of these maps. There's way too much action. There's way too many people actually in each game that you're gonna find yourself frustrated. You're not gonna be enjoying the experience, because it seems that your life, the duration of your life is very short, and it's really hard to actually get a kill streak going. And the great thing about this game, I can assure you, I had one really rough game when I was playing is it ground control? I believe that's what they call it, ground control, with the 3 bases. And I basically was doing horrible. But my goal for that game, like, was basically I wanted to try to get a tank. And I just kept, I think the tank was like 2,000 battle points or like 2,400 battle points, something like that. So I didn't really care. I mean, I was going for bases. Obviously, going for bases is a really good, thing to push people towards. Like, it gives you a ton of points, a lot of battle points for taking an objective. So that pushes players towards maybe actually taking that base instead of just, sitting back and maybe trying to snipe, get a few kills. Taking a base gives you tons of points, and it really, I just love how it pushes people. So it's like, man, you're not going to get, any streak going if you just sit here. You have to move around, you have to take bases, you have to take control of, all these points. And once you do actually take control of all these points, then that's when you can start using all your kill streaks. I found that most of the time when I used the kill streak, it wasn't for a selfish reason. It wasn't for, you know, kills. It wasn't for trying to get another kill streak. It was to protect the bases. So I got into a really good game when I was playing in I forgot the map, but there was like, it looked like a highway strip, and there was like a battle going on underneath, and I basically got a tank and I put it right on the Bravo flag, and so anybody that wanted to contest or rival me had to bring something to the table, which I loved. It was like, if they're not prepared with their own class and they don't have their own, you know, RPG or anti-tank, even one of the drones, they have drones that can you know, counter a tank. If they weren't prepared like that, it was game over for them, which I loved. It was like, I felt like every one of my classes had meaning. It wasn't just, here's a hardline class, here's a ghost class, here's a scavenger class. It was like, this class is my anti-tank, this class is anti-air support, this one is, you know, run and gun some machine gun. It actually felt like it had a purpose, which it's... you can play as a lone wolf, and lone wolfing, you know, you just run around by yourself, get your own kills, you can be selfish, you can get a tank and get a helicopter, and you can still help your team. But I love how this game is so pushing people towards wanting to actually move around and actually, you know, play as a team. I played in this one match where I actually met a really cool group of guys playing with, and most of the time they were just talking about how much they loved the game, and they're asking, how do you like the game? And I really just wanted to listen to what they thought, and this was really kind of surprising to me, because so many people really don't care about a team. They never play with teams. And the first thing the guy said was, I love how this game makes you have to play as a team. Which I was like, yes, I love that mentality. I played this one group of guys on my team that they were they were great teammates. I mean, at points they seemed to try to, you know, push around guys a little bit too much. I didn't know what they were doing, but they were so you know, pushing towards the objective, wanting to win. And it was kind of different from playing Call of Duty, because, you know, I mean, you get a connection with the people you're playing with on Call of Duty. Like, you got your 6 group of guys and you run it all night. And here, unless you have, you know, a set group of 12, 16 guys that you're going to play with every night, you're going to be meeting people every night. You're going to be meeting new players, which, you know, you're going to have to get used to. People, if you're playing on PS3, I know sometimes it's really hard to find a group of guys that are on headsets, because I don't really know about that much on the PS3 right now, because I haven't bought it for PS3. But on the Xbox, it's really great. You can, I love how they make it so. Oh, this is one thing. I love how they have a mute all, because honestly, sometimes I'd rather not hear anybody, but other times if I'm playing some type of objective game, I want to hear people. I want to hear what they're saying, and oh, did I even mention this game? Sorry if I haven't really talked about this gameplay. This was actually the first match I ever played, so if I seem like a noob or I don't do that well, please forgive me. I really just want to show you guys this, and I just played, right now it's 3:52 in the AM, and I probably got 2 to 3 hours on, so this is my impressions right now. It's a great game. It's really addicting. I find that I'm enjoying this more than any other first-person shooter right now. The battle points and system that this game has it's going in the right direction. It's a great step into something more than just kill streaks, because I love how I just one badass situation. I don't know if it's in this game, but the game just started and people are really starting to get the, you know, used to spawning right into vehicles, which is fine. I mean, that's how they play. They're sometimes hard to take down. Like a Hummer or Humvee is very easy to take down. At one point, a game just started. I think you can fit 2 guys into a Humvee. I killed the 2 guys, and I felt like I accomplished something. When I blew up that Humvee, I felt like I'm at an advantage now, because I know that guy just spent, the game just started, he spent most of his money on that Humvee, and I spent money on my RPG to take it out. But then I was rewarded probably double the amount of battle points just for shooting the Humvee, and it felt incredible. It was like, you feel like you're accomplishing something, and you're not just playing to get kills. You're playing to eliminate enemy map control. You're there to eliminate enemies, you know, vehicles, so they aren't, you know, don't have any battle points. Which that's why I kind of felt like this game is kind of not geared towards getting kills, because obviously you could play a whole game and not have to get a kill. I mean, obviously you have a lot of deaths, but if you just captured bases and, you know, use like support, even hopping into a friendly vehicle, you can, there's this option where if there's, say, a Humvee or a tank and there's nobody in the secondary vehicle, like in the seat with them, you can automatically spawn into that seat, which I kind of liked. But it's also a kind of odd system because it's weird that you magically just hop into a you know, a vehicle. I kind of like how your character's actually in, you know, that spot, so I can't just magically call in a chopper gunner and some guy in the sky is you know, shooting while for some reason I'm on the ground controlling it with like you know, some type of a device in my hand. I love how it's, I'm in there, if I die, my character dies, I have to respawn, and you can actually hop out of the helicopter and hop out of a Humvee if it's about to blow up. Which, the one pet peeve I do have about games that have tanks and stuff, this goes back to like Call of Duty and World at War, was it was so easy to get out of a tank, it was so easy to get out of a Humvee. I don't really find that realistic at all. I mean, realism to an extent has to be in a game, and I just hate how cowardly people, as soon as a Humvee is about to blow up, they can snap of a finger end up out of the vehicle and they can end up just shooting you. And when you have your RPG out, it's a very long animation to actually pull your assault rifle. That's the thing I earned really early on because I was shooting a lot of Humvees and stuff. You could put one shot into that thing and my next shot's gonna blow it up, so I'm reloading, and while I'm in my animation I'll try to pull out my assault rifle because I see him hopping out the Humvee, and he can hop out in a split second, and that split second that I have to put away the RPG is actually really frustrating. And you know, I honestly, my honest opinion about this was I was reluctant. I didn't really know what my opinion was going to be on this game. It shocked me that it was addicting me. I wanted to play more, and I haven't felt that way in a while. I think a lot of people that play Call of Duty kind of just go into cruise control. You know, you just become a zombie. You don't really know that you're playing. You just play. It's almost like a job. You know, you're playing and you know that you're playing, but it's almost like you're out of your mind. You don't really know what the hell's going on. And I love how when I'm playing this, I'm engaged in it. I feel like there's a purpose to all the chaos going on. And I'm yet to play any Battle Commander stuff, but I'll update you guys on some of that sooner. But if you guys do enjoy this video, please remember to rate it and leave a like on it. I'd really appreciate that. And, you know, subscribe to me if you haven't been to my channel yet. I'd appreciate that. But other than that, guys, I hope you guys have a good day or night, depending on when you're watching this. And I'll see you guys later. Peace.